What's going on, guys? It is Anthony, and yes, it is that magical time, garage talk time, that is. Anyways, so a couple of things real quick before we go on a bike ride. It's beautiful here this afternoon. It's a little windy. This morning was nice. I was running around doing a bunch of stuff, so I didn't get the opportunity to get out until now. So I'm bringing you guys with. But a couple of things. So I just, I think I figured out, obviously, the helmet problem. If you watched the last video, it's a lot better. So that is a go. But one thing I was talking about that I got to test in the last MotoGP, Moto Garage Talk, was this is my new Roland Sands coat. And I love this thing. This thing's super comfortable, fits me right. It's got Roland Sands right there. It's got the RSD emblem on the side. It does have ventilation for your back, if that's something that you need. It has this front pocket here. It's got zippered side pockets. You can adjust the sides. It's got this neoprene. At first I thought that that was kind of weird. And I still think it's partially kind of weird. But it seals your gloves, which is pretty cool. And then of course it does have a removable liner, this little vest looking thing, and then it has all of the armor placement inserts to get armor, in which actually I need to order the armor off of Revzilla so I can get those. Anyways, bike's running great. Camaro's outside. Pulled it out. I've got a, I think my next video I'm gonna just do a quick clean out video on, I gotta take out a bunch of the stuff that's in there and then vacuum it out, do a quick wipe down, a quick interior detail. So let's, let me think if I'm missing anything. I think we got everything ready to go, so let's go ride. That's right, guys, we're gonna start today off with getting some fuel. For some reason there was a line at the gas station and it took us a little bit. Kind of weird. But we're gonna go ahead and, oops, hopefully not do that again. Alright, no receipt. Gotta love it when it's only a couple bucks to fill it. Get back on it. See all this chaos. See all the chaos at the gas pump. Good Lord. So it does look like it's a little windy, so hopefully everything works out. We're gonna head out to the Butte just because I love doing that ride. Get this late Friday afternoon traffic, which does suck, but it's what you get. Nice little Mustang zipping by. Yeah, so we are actually heading, just the camera a little bit. We're actually heading up toward, on the base of those mountains, and you can run them all the way around over to that side. I don't know how far we'll go because it doesn't look too nice over there. It gets super freaking windy there though. So we will have to see what it looks like. Beautiful, beautiful right here though. So what's new in the garage? So obviously I was talking about my Rolling Sands jacket. I got this thing for a freaking blowout price from RevZilla. Super stoked about it. It's a hell of a lot hotter than my regular Harley coat, which is cool because on cooler days I needed something. And windier days too, like it's completely cutting down all of the extra wind blowing through me, and it makes it a hell of a lot more bearable to ride. With my Harley jacket, it's completely perforated, so, which is cool for a hot day. On a mediocre day, I might as well be wearing just a t-shirt or whatever I'm wearing under it because it blows right through it. Again, I think I probably will end up selling that bad boy. It's a 2XL. I freaking swim in it. So there's that. What else do I got? I got a couple of upgrades I do want to do to the VRoD. So that'll be coming in the near future. I've been eyeballing a couple of things. There's a couple of guys that I was talking to a while back. So I'm gonna get a hold of those guys and see kind of what they're talking about. I'm not going to talk about what the upgrades are, but I will say next year the VRoD will be a little bit of a different animal. And then of course I'm still waiting on some upgrades for the good old Camaro. Yeah, so it's well, not super windy, but it's pretty windy out here. As you can see, the sun is kind of over my, well, you probably can't see that, but the sun's over my right shoulder, so we're heading into this, like, cloud coverage. Obviously, there's blue skies behind it. Try to pay attention to these roads because you can see all these tar lines. Our roads getting so tore freaking up. You hit some of those that aren't fully repaired. Anyway, so yeah, I do have some new gear I'm going to be getting for the bike. I also am still kind of looking for a sweet deal on a higher end helmet, as this helmet that I'm wearing, I'm hoping that this is the last season I'll be wearing it. It is beat up pretty good. It served its life very well. It's a modular helmet that I got. Obviously a Harley-Davidson one, but I don't really give a shit if it's Harley or not. But I've been looking at a couple of different options. The lame part is it's like some of the options might be a little bit too ricey. So that was a normal thing right there that you see here in Alaska. Hopefully you saw that. Hopefully I wasn't leaning too far forward with my camera. On a dirt bike. Pretty normal. And hopefully this audio isn't too crazy because it is super windy here. Anyway, so that's the plan for the VRoD. Again, I've talked about some of the stuff I want to do to it. But there's a couple of small things I got to just find the parts, and then you guys will see. That goes the same for the Camaro. I've had some issues with a couple of vendors, and I'll go into that in a video on its own, because that's pretty much bullshit. But outside of that, we we have just all kinds of stuff going on. I'm super freaking stoked that we're pumping out 2 videos a week. Mostly because like I like doing this. Like I really enjoy this whole moto garage talk or motovlog or whatever you want to call this. Is like, it's growing on me. It's kind of funny. You know, at first it was kind of weird, but then after a little while, it starts to grow on you a little bit and a little bit and a little bit. And the next thing you know, every time I go to ride my bike, now I do ride my bike without any of the gear. That may or may not be obvious, but those are days I went and rode with a couple of buddies. You know, for that time I just felt like riding. You know, just enjoy the ride, and that's what I do. Even when I'm doing this garage talk, or even with a Camaro. I mean, like, I love driving the shit out of the Camaro. I mean, I'm a driver. I absolutely love driving vehicles. I love driving the motorcycle. I love driving the Camaro. Shit, there's times I love driving my truck. And what adds to that is, obviously, I get to talk about this shit, and I get to drive it. So it's a two for one kind of deal, at least as far as I'm concerned. Being able to go drive, go out and do what I love doing, and talk about the stuff that I absolutely love: motorcycles, cars, trucks, you know, all of that stuff. I mean, it's a win-win situation for me. So here we are. This is Butte. So again, we're kind of a bit off the edge there. The place I go shoot guns was back behind us there. You get to shoot at the base of that other mountain. It's an off-road. You have to go off-road. I will not be taking this guy or the Camaro, but that's why I have a truck. And then up here is that there's a pretty cool bridge, and let's see if we'll make it up there. It's, again, hopefully this wind isn't bleeding through to the audio, because it is. I can hear it pretty loud. Anyway, so this is like, Butte is kind of like not really a suburb, obviously. It's kind of like on the outskirts of the main way to get to Wasilla, Palmer, Alaska. There's a big ass side road, and this is a part of that side road. So there's of course a liquor store, Get and Go sandwich shop. Never eaten there. I like this place right here on the right, even though I've never stopped there because I've never had a reason to. The reason I like it, I like that freaking gas glow. Burkhart's Gas, Get and Go. I just like that kind of old school. I don't know, I just like it. Anyway, so we come up around this corner because where we're going is that mountain directly in front of us. Now, you can take a left or you take a right. Now, if you take a left, you can go until the road ends, and there is a glacier. You can barely see it. It's receded so far, but there is a glacier way the hell back there. Now, you go right, and you'll end up back on the highway like you were going to go toward Anchorage or something like that. So we're going to just keep going straight. We'll actually stop over there, because I'm not sure how long we've been doing this. I really don't care, but yeah. So then you can take, you really do ride the base of that mountain to the right. It rips all the way around, and then you connect back to the main highway. So if you ever do come to Alaska, that's kind of a cool scenic route. It doesn't take a whole lot longer, but it is just a 2-laner. Riding motorcycles on it's kind of fun, but not really, because the roads are real narrow and you're right next to the freaking mountain. So you get a bunch of jackasses that think they're freaking Go Speed Racer, which is always kind of, you know, can keep you on edge. Keep you on a little bit of edge. So, here we go. This is another route. Like, I love driving this route. I'll rip around this. You know, I go the other way. There's a place that I've gone multiple times. I don't know if I've actually done, I think I did do it once. It's called Hatcher's Pass. That place is a blast to just ride motorcycles, just because you got twists and turns. There's a hairpin, and then of course you freaking climb up this steep ass mountain. It's fun, also kind of dangerous. I mean, that's the good and the bad about here is, at least in the area that I live and the area that I ride my bike, you know, there's a lot of cool places, but in the same kind of token there's a lot of places that, you know, if you're not careful and you're not paying attention, you can very easily be a very costly bike ride, whether it's somebody hits you. And actually, I met a guy last year that got hit up in the place I was just talking about, up in Hatchers. Him and a buddy were up there just ripping around, and his buddy stopped. He was in front of him, excuse me, his buddy was behind him. His buddy stopped because there was a tourist that was kind of backing or was trying to back out, kind of partially into the road. So the guy stops, waves him. You know, the guy backs up on his motorcycle as much as he can. Guy turns around, backs up, hits him, knocks him off his bike. He doesn't get injured or anything, but he did end up dropping the bike, smashing the side of his freaking cowl, and then the guy just took off, which is pretty much bullshit. Super dangerous, of course. Yeah, so here's the bridge. I'm positive I've done a Moto GT. I don't know. I'm doing so many garage talks these days. It's hard to keep up with where I have and haven't shot, but it doesn't matter. What does matter is a cool bridge to come and hang out on and buy. Over to my right over there, you can pull off, drive around. You can do a little bit of fishing down in the river here. This is a huge recreational spot to do stuff just through and through, just because there's camping. A lot of people like to bring their UTVs, ATVs, all of that kind of stuff, so it is a good place for that. Just pulling right here. I think we may be wrapping this dude up. Yeah. Let me put this bad boy into. Oh, let's see if I can. There we go. Get her into neutral. Anyways, like I was. Come on now. Like I was saying, if you look over there. Fix the camera. So all of over there, so you can see all the little RV, or maybe you can or can't, I don't know, but if you look over there, there's a lot of campers, a lot of tents, all kinds of stuff. Big recreational spot, fun place to ride your bike. You can keep going. There's good fishing down further. There's fishing here, fishing over there. All in all, it's a pretty cool place. Bike's doing awesome. I need to do a detail clean. That's my plan here, hopefully in the next week. 2 weeks, I don't know, depends on the weather, but I am going to do a detail clean, spray it out, get all the gunk and build up off of the motor and everything else. So a couple other Harley dudes. So that pretty much wraps us up here, guys. Thank you for tuning in to the Wrenched Out Garage. I'm Anthony. We do appreciate you guys stopping by and checking it out. Again, you know, I said it earlier, but I do love what I'm doing here, and I appreciate any of the comments, giving us thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you guys want. But I do enjoy this, and we're going to keep going, and hopefully you'll see this kind of grow in the sense that I get better at doing this. Obviously, I'm hopeful that this video, the audio is a hell of a lot better, so we're not screwing around with all this stuff. But who knows? Don't forget, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and of course here on YouTube. We appreciate you guys checking it out, and until the next video, drive safe. If you're out on your bike, ride safe. Wow.